back on my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in that minimum wage. Gotta keep ballin' this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry tell me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a deal. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop so my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. HRE wanna drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Woman is like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to net at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a doctor.
Well, from a city that normally gets only about 20 inches of snow a year, they're getting a pretty good wallop right now as we're at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Two and a throw right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Achane.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Achane on the counter. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Well, look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Third down and 13. In motion, Hill. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson now. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. The Ravens had 10 and 5 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Hey, middle.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On third down, Jackson. That is caught. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first. And they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
Hey, report! Report! Hey! 180! That's hot!
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. In motion left, Flowers. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Tucker's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Achane here. They stay on the ground.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Play action. Now it's Tua. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
That's taken on the 25. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
2nd and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And it's caught. Touchdown. Robbie Chosen, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Now it's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Odafe Oweh. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack didn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here's Jake Bailey now. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. And running with power here. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun on third down, Jackson.
It's deep for Duvernay.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Second down and 3.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
quick.
Play action. It's Jackson. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, Ozzie, shut up.
Jackson's going to keep it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On second down, Jackson.
It's deep for Duvernay.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Middle. Go ahead.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards there to begin the third quarter. They also lead by 3 points.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, middle. Sit up.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started.
Dafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Running right, here's Achane.
All the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
62 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41.
Mitchell now off the option.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. In motion left, Bateman.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now Jackson on 2nd down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Tua going to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, 76 yards. And the Dolphins have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
71 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs.
A give, running right, Achane.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And now the rookie's free.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Running left, Achane.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll run for it with Achane.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane
with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Yo. Middle.
To throw is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 54 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. That's a really big play here in the 4th quarter, and don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets him back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Miami. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time. That extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Jackson on first down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Hey, Alpha, right.
Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Working the sideline there. Good round, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
This is 1st and 10. Jackson.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Zay Flowers
With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Jackson to throw.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Down the sideline he goes.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Dolphins are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Go. Report! You. Report!
Throwing, Jackson.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Hey, hey. Get out.
Now Jackson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end. But this one falls incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Jackson connects with Duvernay.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
This is caught by Waddle. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
There he goes, right side.
And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Miami,
they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.